resonating with voters? Let's try to find out. With us now is American Action Forum president and former chief economist of the President's Council of Economic Advisors, Douglas Holtz-Eakin, and NBC political analyst and former Housing and Urban Development Secretary, Julian Castro. Thank you both, gentlemen. First off to you, Mr. Castro, why do you think Bidenomics is not, or maybe the polls are just wrong?
Yeah, right. Well, I think there are a number of different reasons. First of all, wage growth has not kept up with the rising costs of so many basic things, whether it's food, gas, utilities, the rent. When you compare it to pre-pandemic times, even though there has been tremendous progress over the last year especially, wage growth has not kept up with that. So people don't feel this yet. They don't feel the fact that things are going in a much better direction. On unemployment. You compare where we were in January of 2021 when Biden took over, 6.3%. We were still definitely feeling the effects of the pandemic. Today, it's been underneath 4% for quite a while.
Yeah.
There's a lot of progress there, but people are not feeling it yet. Time is definitely on President Biden's side, the fact that you have more than 11 months until the election, and they just got to keep hammering away, I think, with the message of where we were before and the progress that we've already made in these last several months and will make in the months to come.
I hear you certainly, but Douglas, I think the issue in speaking with people all over the country, they want prices to go back to pre-pandemic levels. I mean, I think that's it. They're not looking for the rate of inflation to come down. All they know is that McDonald's used to be $10, now it's $20. Their car insurance used to be $1,000 a year, now it's $2,000 a year. People want to go back to the prices before the pandemic, and I'm sure you would agree with this, it's never going to happen.
That's right. And, inflation rates are for nerds like me. Real people know what gasoline costs. They want to go back. They know what eggs used to cost. They want to go back. And this is not a new phenomenon. This has been in the polling for a long time. It's something that anyone who's worked in the White House and had to sort of explain the mood of the public to the president has been through. And it's not very pleasant. And I think the secretary got it exactly right. The real problem is that over nearly 3 full years of his tenure, people aren't better off. The standard of living is stagnated. They know he had inherited an economy that was growing at 6.5%. He didn't get any better growth. Their incomes haven't gone up, and they're not happy about it. And looking forward, he's wrapped his arms around this and called it Bidenomics, put his name on it, and they have a prospect of either 1% growth next year, hallelujah, or a recession. And that's not a very palatable outlook. So they've got a problem looking back. They got a problem looking forward. And I think they have a problem with the fact that Bidenomics is about infrastructure and manufacturing. They're things that were really big in the 50s and 60s. That just highlights his age issue. He's talking about the old economy. The bulk of these people work in the service sector. Tech is what they're looking at, and he's not talking about those issues. And so the message is not a winning message, and hitting it harder is not going to work.
Yeah, I think, there's a Goldman Sachs note today, Julian, about the polls. And we all, listen, I know what people think of polls. And we've learned in the past that polls can be spectacularly wrong. In fact, maybe all these polls are reaching like the same 700 people. Who knows? That said, I do trust Goldman Sachs. And they said we find that in prior elections, economic data late in the year prior to the election and early in the election year have the strongest relationship with the ultimate vote. In other words, it's not polls, it's the data that's coming out now and early in the next year. Do you agree with you know politics and political math? Do you agree with Goldman's assertion there?
Well, I think it's how people perceive it, and that's the challenge right now. Obviously, I have a very different view from Douglas on how effective Biden has been on the economy. I think that we've gone in the right direction, and the numbers bear that out when you compare it to January of 2021, where we were when Trump left office. But you're right that a lot of people are not feeling that right now, and the good news for Joe Biden is that there's still 11 and a half months left until the election. I tend to disagree that how people feel now at this moment in November of 2023 is going to determine how they actually vote in November of 2024. There's a lot of time and a lot of things can happen on the economic landscape and the political landscape between now and then.
Well said. Julian, I apologize. We got to leave it there. Julian Castro, Douglas